Hey YouTube guys and gals, it's me, Magnum, over at Guns and Cars with two Z's if you please. We've spoken a couple of times about winter storage for your car, and I wanted to get part 3 out of the way so we can get it all finished up and you'll be all set. Stick around. In a previous video we discussed tire pressure. Now I wanted to visit that one more time here in this last installment. The jury is still out on whether modern tires have a tendency of developing a flat spot if left sitting for a long time. Some believe that they do, and they use a method of overinflating to 40 to 45 pounds over winter storage. I've never had an issue with it, but if you feel more comfortable overinflating, that's your call. Also, a lot of people will pull their tires onto some closed cell styrofoam, like the hard styrofoam like an ice chest is made out of, which allows the styrofoam to conform to the shape of the tire. But as I said, I've never had an issue with flat spots on tires. So let's move on. I want to talk about your fuel. I have always used a product called Sta-Bil, and this says storage on it. It keeps condensation out of your gas and out of your fuel line. And the best way to use this is to take your car to the gas station, pour this into the fuel tank, and then fill the tank with gas. By the time you make your trip home from the gas station, it will have circulated throughout your fuel system and you should be good to go from that point on. There are other brands, but I've had very good luck with this, and I'm going to keep using what I've found success with. Another thing that I wanted to mention is rodents. Mice especially have a liking for making nests under your hood. So one of the things that you can do to prevent that is to use mothballs. Just open your hood and drop a few mothballs around. If you don't like the smell of mothballs, some people use dryer sheets. Mice don't like those either. So you could put those, a couple of those under your in your engine compartment, and you can drop a couple inside the car to keep it smelling fresh. One other area that rodents typically will invade is your exhaust system. What I have found works great is just a couple of balls of steel wool. Just stick those in your tailpipes, not too far, and don't forget to take them out when spring comes, and you're not going to find any rodents in there after that. As far as starting your car in the winter, it's fine to do that, but don't just start it, let it start up and then turn it off. If you're going to start it, let it warm up to operating temperature before you turn it back off. I would suggest, if you're just starting it to see if it'll start, don't do it. Just leave it alone until spring. If you want to take it out for a ride, if you have a nice day in the winter when it's not snowy or icy and you want to just take it for a ride, take the steel wool out before you start it, and take the battery tender off, start it up, take it for a ride, let it get up to operating temperature, bring it home, put the steel wool back in, put the dryer sheets back under the hood, and you should be good to go. So I think that's everything, except if you want to keep the dust off of it and keep from having to clay bar it in the spring, look into a car cover. There's a site called carcovers.com, I think, or Walmart or an auto parts store. You can get them for like 50, 60 bucks for a nice one. you might want to look into that. Otherwise, I think that's everything. If you have any questions, if there's anything I didn't cover, leave me a comment down below and I will answer it. So until I speak with you again, and even after that, you stay safe.